This is so confusing. I wonder if I can use my phone to turn in my Google work. I know. Let me call Mr. Hughes and ask him.
Phone's ringing. Hello?
Hi, Mr. Hughes. Can I use my phone to turn in my Google work?
Yes, you can. On today's episode of... So first, a shout out to Anaya, who gave me the idea to record a video about how to use your phone to do all this homework. Anaya, these are for you. I'm showing you a lot, so pause here and choose what part of the video you need to watch, or watch all of it, whatever. Uploading from your camera roll to Google Classroom. So I wanted to show you that you can actually use your phone to do pretty much every assignment that I need you to do. And please bear with me because I recorded 20 minutes of my phone screen only to find out that it had no audio whatsoever. So I now have to record my narration over top of it. And I lost everything I said. But here you can see on the App Store, you can download Google Classroom. And I had already downloaded it. When you download it, you can click Get Started. And I am signing in with my personal account because I'm a student in my classroom that way. But you would want to sign in with your APS Learns account, whatever account you use to access Google Classroom. I'm tapping on my class. And once I'm in my class, you can find the assignments and tap on them, and it'll bring up a detail. And then at the bottom where it says your work, you want to swipe up and you have an option to add an attachment or mark as done. So I'm clicking add attachment, and I can actually use my camera to take a picture of any work I did. So if I did any drawings on paper, I can use my camera to take a picture of them. So here's my sketchbook. Let me find the drawing I did for my bail work assignment. There it is. And then I can take a picture of it. And you want the picture to be clear and zoomed in so it's easy to see and centered like that. Bingo. That looks good. And it's going to attach. So here it is uploading from my camera roll. And then I can click Turn In, or I can add more attachments. So I want to take a minute to show you some bad ways of taking photos of your work. If it's zoomed out and far away, that's not a clear picture. Like that one, that's terrible. I can't grade that, it's hard to see. Same thing with writing samples. If that's too far away, you want to get in real close so it's clear and easy to see. Like that, that was a good one. If you get in too close and it's all shadowy, that's not going to be very good either. So that would not be a good one. So when you're ready, you can click Turn In Your Work and Turn In. And the Turn In button will change into an Unsubmit button, and you'll get the notification that says Assignment Turned In. Using IBIS Paint to draw assignments on your phone. Here I'd like to show you an app you can use to do artwork on your phone. It's called IBIS. A shout out to all the kids who mentioned it on my Google survey. You want to get the free one, IBIS Paint, not the one that's for $7.99. And when you download it, it will look like this. And it has My Gallery is where it keeps all the drawings you made. So I'm going to My Gallery, and then I'm going to click the little plus sign at the bottom left. You can choose the sizes. I just go with whatever it says and click OK. Now it gives you a brand new blank sheet of paper on your phone. And there's lots of different tools you can play with. So I'm just testing out the pencil here. And you can change the brush size and transparency. And I'm going to do the same drawing you saw me take a photo of from my sketchbook. I'm going to do one on the phone instead. So here's a warped version of my face. Now you can pinch out to zoom in or pinch in to zoom out, which is really helpful for getting details and things. So here I'm drawing the nose. I'm going to draw the mouth. Zoom in, move it. You can use two fingers to move it and drag it somewhere else. One finger to draw on it. So now I'm going to zoom in and do the eyes because those are more detailed. So the more I zoom in, the easier it is to do that. This is actually a really great program. I'm really happy that you students recommended it. It's fun to play with. It's not my thing. I prefer to draw on paper, but some people are really, really good at making artwork on their phone with this app. And I know I've seen some of you at school do a really good job with the phone app. So I'm giving this a try, but I'm a novice here. Putting in some background. Should always, always, always put background in your drawings. It makes it so much more interesting. And this is just a really simple background of my bookcase and stuff behind me. Your backgrounds don't have to be incredibly detailed. They can just be just a little bit to show that this person is somewhere in a real place and not floating in space. Now I'm zooming in to draw the teeth. Drawings become very scary when you draw each tooth. You're going to see that when I zoom out. So this brush is transparent, which is kind of cool. I don't want to take the transparent off, but that means to make things darker, you have to go back over top of them. But I really like this zoom in, zoom out feature. That makes it easier. So now I'm using hatching to do some shading, just so it isn't all just stark white. So I'm shading my hoodie here using parallel lines. That's called hatching. Now I'm going to shade this part of the hoodie that's curved using curved lines. That's called cross contour lines. Oops. So I love that you can undo. That's even better than using an eraser in real life. So again, using curved lines to make it look a little bit more 3D, like you did in your hand project, if you remember doing that with me. And I'm going to put a little bit of shading under the cheek lines. Hope this doesn't ruin it. Going to do some curved lines to make the nose look a little three-dimensional. This is becoming really hideous as I go, actually. I'm starting to look like Quasimodo. But that looks pretty good. So I'm going to keep that. So I'm going to figure out how to save it. And to save it, you want to click on the arrow that's pointing to the left at the bottom. And I didn't figure that out for a little while, but that's what you want. You want the little arrow pointing to the left at the bottom. What is that? Yeah, I'm going to erase that. That was an accident, so you can switch to the eraser tool. Good, good. Again, like I mentioned, all my sound disappeared when I recorded this video, so I'm recording a new narration on top of it. But at some point, I figure out how to save it. There it is. So you want to save as PNG. Don't save as transparent PNG. Put save as PNG, and that'll put that in your camera roll. Once it's in your camera roll, you can upload it to the Google Classroom. So here's my Google Classroom, again on my phone. Tap the name of the assignment to bring up the detail. From here, you want to swipe up from the bottom where it says your work. So swipe up from the bottom. And then I hit unsubmit because I want to add more to my assignment. And then I'm choosing camera roll and picking the drawing I made on Ibis, uploading that. And now you can see it there. There's two there, and I'm going to hit turn in. And now I've attached a drawing I made on my phone. Creating a Google Doc to turn in from your phone. But there's more you can do, so I'm going to unsubmit so I can show you. So if I hit add attachment, I can keep scrolling down and there's a Google Docs option. So I'm clicking new docs, and it helps to have the Google Docs app installed on your phone. That is another free app. If you have it installed, it'll take you automatically there. Make sure you're logged in with your student account. And here I can type a Google Doc and attach it to an assignment on my phone. So I'm going to type my journal entry. And now I am typing my journal entry for my bell work. And I hit check mark, save that. And when I leave it and go back to the Google Classroom app, it automatically attaches it. So I can click turn in, submit all three. So now I'm submitting the photo from my camera roll, I'm submitting the Ibis drawing, and I'm submitting the Google Doc all at the same time. Using the Flipgrid phone app. Last but not least, I want to show you how to do Flipgrid on your phone. So if you go to the App Store, you can type Flipgrid, and it'll come up. and you want the one with the green plus sign. So I've already downloaded it, so I'm going to open it. And when it opens up, if it gives you an option to sign in with your Google account, but you can actually just type the Flipgrid code that you'll see on the Google Classroom. So you can type the code in there, or if you've already been on it, it'll be down there at the bottom for recents. So I'm going to type the Flipgrid code, and that code for my assignment is 6, 7, F is in Facebook, B is in boy, 2, 4, 0, and F is in Facebook. And hit the arrow, and then choose Login with Google. And you want to make sure that you choose your APS Learns Google account, the one that you do classroom stuff with. And if it's not on there, you just have to type it in yourself. And to type it in yourself, your APS email address is STU followed by your number, then the @ symbol, apslearns.org. So you would type that in, STU number at apslearns.org, and sign in. And when you get there, you're going to see my grid with my questions, and you'll see all the sample responses here. They'll load up, and then hit the green circle with the white plus sign, and that's when you can start recording a video. Now, unfortunately, when I first recorded this, I had no audio whatsoever, so I cannot remember what I said in this video. But this video that I made is a sample on my Flipgrid now. But what's really cool about doing Flipgrid on the phone is every time you pause the recording, you can create a new segment. So you can answer a question, pause it, look at your next question, decide what you're going to say, hit record again, and answer that. You can, of course, put the blackboard function on to black out or white out your screen, so you don't have to have your face in the video if you don't want to. You can add stickers just like you can on the website. So I'm going to pick a sticker here and place it. So you could do this instead of having your face, you could put an emoji face and then leave it there and record your voice, and it's like this cartoon is talking instead of you. So that's a great solution if you are camera shy. And then when you're done, you hit the play button. It gives you all your video clips so that you can actually rearrange them, which I think is so cool. So I'm going to preview it, make sure it all sounds good, and then I can go back and record more if I want. So I went back, and now I'm recording one more clip. And now I'm going back to the edit screen, and look, you can pick them up and rearrange them and put them in whatever order you want. I think that is so cool. I don't know if they have that feature on the Chromebook, but it worked out really nice on the phone. And then after you hit next, you can take a selfie just like on the Chromebook. You can decorate it with stickers if you want, just like on the Chromebook version. So I'm going to look for a sticker here. I think it would be perfect to place an emoji of a phone on here, so I'm going to do that. Use it to cover up part of my face. And I'm going to type, because you can type on it, and I'm going to type, here is my phone sample. And I'm going to move that to where I want it and hit the green arrow for next. I'm going to change the name. This is the display name, so you'd want to put your name here. Since I've already filmed a Flipgrid, I'm just going to call my name Use Phone Sample, and then I can put in a title, sample from my phone, and hit done. And there you go, you're finished. And if you see the screen, you know it's submitted. You can also download it to your camera roll, so I'm going to do that just so I have a backup copy, and there you are. Uploading a video from your camera roll straight to Flipgrid. Rather, record your own video saved to your camera roll and upload it to Flipgrid. You can do that too by hitting the green plus, and then instead of recording right here, what I want you to do is hit these three dots at the bottom, and you click Add Video Clip and choose a video, and you can use that. Tap this icon which is what I thought would upload a video. That is to upload a picture. So if you wanted to put in a picture and narrate over your picture, you could do that too. Skipping Flipgrid, going straight to classroom. Or if you want to just upload your video to the classroom, because some people have told me they're having trouble uploading their video to Flipgrid, then what you can do is go to the classroom, look for the assignment. So here's post a video, and where it says your work, you can add attachment, and you can actually attach a video like that. There's my video, so I'm good, so I can hit turn in. So really, any way you want to create or do my assignment and turn it in, as long as I get it, you're good. What this all looks like on a Chromebook when you are done using your phone. I want to show you what it would look like from your Chromebook after you submit it on your phone. So I'm looking at the stream, but the stream is messy. So look at instead classwork, because it's very much more organized. And so you saw me record the Flipgrid on my phone, so I can actually mark this as done. So I'm going to click View Assignment. Got it. And I'm going to mark it as done. Mark as done. And I'm even going to comment, I did this on my phone earlier. Send a comment. Going back to the classroom, going back to classwork. Notice it turns gray after you're done. That's pretty cool. I didn't know it would do that. And I'm going to, what else did I do? Oh yeah, so I did the turn in the missing bell work. And I'm going to click on that. Click on View Assignment. And here's what it looks like. Here's the images in the Google Docs that I turned in right over here. And they're grayed out because I submitted it. I can click Unsubmit and pull them back if I want to edit it or change or add more. I'm going to also comment, here you go, Hughes. I did this on my phone. Thanks for watching! Seriously, thank you! Leave it. Why are you licking and trying to eat my hard drive? Stop saying, You are so weird, cat. Oh, look, it's my wife. Hi. I love it.